Hey peeps, Emma here. We all know how much I love to give tips, so without further ado, here are all the tips and tricks that I shared during my solo playthrough. Scouts. Actually, we are back in the meadows. I'm gonna take off my chest piece so we are a little bit faster. I'll put it on my hotbar. Like, I'm running around now, I'm mostly scouting. But just in case, if there is like a troll on my path or something that I need to fight, I can always quickly put on my armor. I can do the same with arrows, for example. I can have I have mostly flint head arrows now, but if I have fire arrows, I can put both of them on my hotbar. Use that hotbar to the fullest. Always a good way in the Black Forest to get out of tricky situations. Just guide Grey Dwarfs to skeletons and vice versa. Let's go to that spawner. Another beautiful example of just making the creatures fight for you. Everything is still so heavy, so I still dare to take smaller amounts of foods with me, just because it weighs less. If you haven't found the merchant yet, might just be that little extra bit of resources that you can take back home with you. Look at that. Yes, we found it. We found it. Nice. See, and that's why you always should look around for the trees. Always look for the trees. Nice. Okay. 6 whole turnips. Beautiful. So yeah, scouting the edges from the Black Forest to the swamps. Just an amazing strategy, because it was raining now for me, but if it's like sunny, the environment setting doesn't change yet if you don't go into the swamps. So you can see quite far into the swamps and look for those yellow petals. The yellow petals are quite distinguishable. Scouting the edges between the biomes, very good way to do it. I also saw a suggestion in chat to sail past swamps. Also a good strategy if scouting the edges from biomes doesn't work. From the water side, always a good strategy, though very dangerous if there's lots of danger nearby. So be careful if you're sailing around and you see a turnip. Make sure that the place is safe around it as well, because a ship is not easy to maneuver and you can't always go away as quickly as you would want to leave the swamps. We have some poison resist cooking, and now I'm preparing for the swamps. But yeah, all the preparations are like making a fermenter, setting up a kettle, making sure that our workbenches are all expanded and all of that stuff, and making the best foods. For example, deer stew. One of the best things to take with you, maybe even the minced meat. Maybe 2 health foods is best for entering swamps. And carrot soup. Those would be the options I would go for to enter the swamps. And for the shield, I'm now gonna try the bone shield, because you get bones relatively quickly in the Black Forest. And as you enter into the swamps, it's just gonna be nice to have a reliable way to protect yourself, definitely in the transition. So even though it's a long, like a tower shield, it's gonna slow you down. It's gonna be amazing to help you block more damage as you get to know the attacks of the creatures from the new biome. What we can also do, not necessarily right now, but also a strategy, is to just take your ship and go on the sides of Black Forest to farm all the coppers and tins that you see on the side of the water, and just immediately put it in your boat, so you don't need to drag those metals all the way around the island. You just have a ship and you just plop it in there. Beautiful way to get metals to your base. Look how well you can see through the swamps if you look from the Black Forest into the swamps. If I go into the swamps, it's gonna start to become really dark and it's gonna limit my vision. Look how much of a difference it's gonna make. I'll go back to the swamp, because Black Forest has it a little bit more profound. But if you see that red glow, that's a sign you need to get out of the swamps. It's gonna be night soon. You don't want to be in the swamps. Definitely not when you're transitioning. There are moments, like earlier, that I take off my chest piece, so I have not that reduced movement speed from the bronze chest piece, and I can just explore and scout the area. And then there's other moments that I'm gonna be a little bit more careful. I do have it on, but I also don't run into the biome just quickly, willy-nilly, all of that stuff. My god, I've been so surprised by the flint head arrows. They are doing an amazing job in the swamp. Yes, walk towards me. That makes it easier. I don't have to walk through the leechy swamp waters. Let's get some of that ancient bark. I keep forgetting it, and it's gonna unlock quite a couple of recipes. How many did I need for the expansion? 3. Yeah, nah. We're first gonna plant them again. The expansion can wait. We are first gonna replant these beautiful, beautiful turnips, so they will give us many more seeds. The piercing damage seems quite alright with the blob, with the flint head arrows. I don't know. They seem to be doing quite well today. Flint head arrows. Yeah, we haven't found any abominations yet, so maybe we should totally take some fire arrows with. I'm gonna eat 2 stamina foods. I did 2 health foods the first time I entered, but I'm gonna go 2 stamina foods now. I'm gonna take an extra portal with me. There is already a portal going to the edge of the swamp, so if I die without being able to place the second portal down, I can always get back to the separate island where the swamps are, that I can at least get back to my body without needing a ship or anything like that. So let's get some of that honey, because we'll need all of the honey we can get for potions. Oh yeah, look at the beautiful spice rack. Yes, sausages. I'm absolutely loving this for the leeches. Oh yeah, this is good stuff. Yeah, smack him in the face with the giant hammer, right? Ooh, I'm loving this. And when you smack around with your 2-handed hammer, if you see like a 0 on the ground, muddy scrap pile in the wild, don't even need the key. Now those muddy scrap piles often are in like places like this, like a little bit higher. Oh, there's a wraith. Oh boy, there's a wraith. During the day? Oh, it's because of that house. It does spawn in some POIs. My tip for the swamps would be to use the frost resistance mead when adventuring at night to negate the cold. There we go, some frost potions for the swamps at night. You are out exploring new biomes. You want Ike there by your side. Always have Ike there ready. Got everything. Always stand in the middle of your ship as you destroy it and make sure that there is space in your inventory so you can get all the resources of the ship. And what I like to do as well is like take out the hammer and check if the ship is lit up. But it's only going to be lit up when there's a workbench nearby as well. The last swamp I found, although it's the perfect starter swamp, I absolutely recommend doing this for your first days in the swamps as you transition. Find a tiny swamp like this. Absolutely perfect. But there were no crits. As a deer runs into the water, perfect moment to to shoot at it, because it will be slowed down, just like we are when we step into deeper waters. Oh, and that's why I love to go and explore with a portal on you, because you can just, oh, I'm full of stuff. Yeah, plop portal down, go back home. I hoped you would more use the 2-handed hammer on swamp crypts today, but I mean, I gotta raise my skills as well, and what better way to practice raising skills than in the biome before the one that you actually want to use those skills in, right? How can I get more supplies? I saw you have lots of carrots. Continually farm them. Just keep on farming. If you have watched one of my first episodes where I had the carrot seeds, one of the things that I said was I don't use them to cook with at all at the beginning. I just plant them again, plant again, plant again, constantly. And that's how you get lots of carrots. And even though you might say like, oh, 18 turnips, I can do some cooking with that, I'm gonna be like, no. I'm gonna plant all of them again. Don't see a lot of signs of swampy stuff. But that happens too in Valheim sometimes. You gotta keep on exploring. If you don't find any crypts, you gotta move on and just continue the search. Yep, let's get back here. best spot ever to take a quick rest. In a troll cave that doesn't have a troll, preferably. Also kind of good to know that there is a boar stone here, because if you get one of those stones, the chances are higher that you're gonna get the this 2-star boar. Oh. The pushback is a lot less. Oh, but it scares him, so that's good. In chat, what's your strategy to deal with iron? Do you bring it back to your base or set up a new base in the swamp? It depends. If it's really far away, I usually set up camp right next to a couple of crypts already to make a couple of things like swords or shield or armor. So I only need to take certain metals back home. But you do need to have a black forest nearby so you can get copper and tin and all of that stuff so you can make the forge. I like to build a swamp outpost near Surtling spawners and smelt iron. Oh, that's a good one. Absolutely. Excellent choice. I don't think it's an abomination, because the abomination trunk, it's like it's alive already. When it's a trunk, you can see little mud piles coming off of it, and this one does not. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more veteran Valheim guides, and I'll see you next week. Dag.